There's been so many awesome gems, but once in a while, something in your life just sticks and it helps change your relationship forever. And this concept of the bodega, which was such a good insight that you gave me of how to actually have a real conversation about all the things that you do in your relationship.
Yeah.
I was recently married. And so as we embarked on that journey, actually having a conversation about all those things, from who does this, who does that.
So in a marriage, in a partnership, where you have the most fights is where there's unspoken agreements.
Mm-hmm.
And so my sister had invented this world of bodegas. Now everyone knows what bodegas are, whether they started in Spanish Harlem, Cuba. They're little shops, right? Little shops where there's the owner of that shop. So in a relationship, an intimate relationship, you've got hundreds of things that you have to be responsible for. If you have kids, you have more. But, who's accountable for the service people? Who's accountable for the groceries? Who's accountable for the meals? Who's accountable for the cars? Who's accountable for education, the dentist appointments, etc.? Who's accountable for sex? Who's accountable for making sure you're always in love? Yeah. So you have bodegas and you sit down like on a date night and you lay them all out. And then you give them out. And most people go, well, let's just divide the 100 up. You get 50 up. No. So number one, it's never a fair share, ever. So do not, you might have 70% of the bodegas and your partner has 30. That's the way that goes for right now. Okay. Now, how you know who gets the bodega? That's what Nick was speaking.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, here it is. Whoever complains about it the most gets the bodega, and whoever's better at it gets the bodega. Now, that doesn't mean if I'm better at finance that I just get to spend our money. You make rules inside of it, right? So if I'm accountable for the finances, maybe the rule is if I want to spend more than $500, I got to go have a conversation with my partner. So there's not like you just get to do whatever you want. If I'm accountable for our social activities, I don't just book us. I go to my spouse or my partner. Okay, listen, here's what I'm thinking for Friday night. Here's what I'm thinking for Sunday. What do you think? Yes. Then if I'm accountable for the babysitters, I go handle that. And then the name of the game is don't step in my bodega unless I invite you.
Like the framework itself is the thing that allows you to communicate so much better. And I think that's what I take away so much from our experience as a company and me as a person with my relationship is having those things as frameworks set you free. Like freedom in that framework really allows you to do something, spectacular, whatever it is that you're doing. And so that one in particular has stuck. And we joke about it every day. Like you do your bodega last night, and I'm kind of shit at taking out the garbage. And so I get called out on it a bit. So I'm working at it. Jenny's much better at her bodega than I am today. But I'm a work in progress like us all.
Yeah, very good. And you can tell her that if you keep being bad at it, all you have to put in is a promise with a consequence, and that will handle it immediately.